as the PA announcer said as we were getting going, is there's a nice half there for the Kennemac young lady. Not enough. One of the fastest growing sports here in the United States. Just gotta love that. And obviously wrestling is king in my world. And I have a young daughter, Miss Lily Joan. I would love to see wrestle someday. These young ladies are battling, and let's see over there. We have 6-4 over here on the blue Trinity mat. Minute and 30 seconds left in the third period. There's a nice shot attempt for Pine Richland. Not enough. There's a good spin behind attempt as the Pine Richland girl blocks it. She's going to try to do her best to face. She needs to get off her knees. Trinity looks to go. She's going to go, try to get it. Oh, and she does! She does, and she will look to get the fall. There it is. Absolutely massive fall for the young lady for the Trinity Hillers as she picks up the pinfall when she was actually down 6-4, makes it 7-6 with the takedown and the pinfall. Awesome stuff for the Trinity Hillers there as they make that team score. Let's see where we're at. Talking about it at the head tables, you see a pinfall over there for Mount Lebanon. It's 12-18 now over there. Nice hard-fought win for the young lady for Kennemac. 3-2. Another pinfall for Mount Lebanon. They are looking good over there. Again, I don't believe that they have a complete lineup is where they struggle a little bit. But, man, the quality that they have over there for Mount Lebanon is impressive. And I believe that is Mount Lebanon, actually, that is up 42-12. Looking great. Love to see. We're going to see some of those individual matchups here in a little bit. But some awesome stuff. We got 24-18 over there for Connellsville and Upper St. Clair, starting to get pretty intense. I love it. Shot right off the whistle there for Pine Richland, and she's trying to go blast double. Does not get it. It's a good job squaring up the hips as Trinity, but still powers all the way through is the young lady for Pine Richland. She has her in a world of trouble trying to get the pinfall. Good job fighting off the back. Not yet. She is not out of the woods yet as there is a half that is buried deep, and she's looking for far wrist control. She will get it. Good job winging it down. Very good job fighting off the back there is the young lady for Trinity. And again, guys, you see doing a very good job as that young lady for Pine Richland, keeping her toe in and getting some back points. Incredible stuff, and she's looking for a fall, but smart. Trinity will roll all the way through, belly down. But man, oh man, was that some high-level mat IQ there for Pine Richland. She keeps that toe in and gets a full set of back points. Now, switch attempt there for Trinity, not enough. Pine Richland will follow and cover really well as the period will end 11-0. Impressive stuff there. Looks like we have, I believe that's Marnie Solomon. Nah, maybe not. I had to check. I think that is over there for Cannon McMillan. Again, guys, I'm up here. Hard to see the faces, and I don't know what weights they're on, so you guys will have to bear with me as I call them by their schools until we get deeper into this bracket. Again, that reminds me, it is a bracket-style tournament, guys, so we will see the two best teams. Wow. Oh, my goodness. As you hear the ooh and ah from the crowd. Unbelievable stuff. Again, that is, I believe, Miss Marley Solomon. Man, oh, man. All right. Again, guys, we're going to be here pretty much all night. It's going to be a great night. Enjoy sitting back, watching some wrestling. Again, just getting back into it with you guys, ladies and gentlemen, as we're working through all the technical difficulties over here, as we're getting the score bugs and things of that nature. And again, we are here at the opening round of the Southwest PA Girls Wrestling Duels here on Washington and Jefferson College. Cannon Mac is taking care of Valley over there on the opening, or the red mat rather. I believe Mount Lebanon has already defeated and taken care of Plum back there. So I had the score wrong earlier. I had that reversed. We have Trinity and Pine Richland here on the light blue gray mat, if you will. And then in the back, we have Pine Richland, or I'm sorry, Upper St. Clair and Connellsville. Ooh. Good job getting her hips back as the young lady for Trinity. She's going to try to finish. Keep working that back as she has a great job stuffing that head under. And she's going to look for a fall there. It's the young lady for Trinity. She's got to readjust her arms and get her chest on top. Very good job. Circling out from underneath is Pine Richland there. A pin in the back for Connellsville to make that team score. Let's see. Oh, and there's another look at the pin. Yeah, there it is for Ken and Mac. As they go nuts over there in the corner. And a pin for Trinity as they go nuts in that corner. And that score is tight over there, ladies and gentlemen. We got 18 to 24, 24-18, not bad. See in the back there, it looks like 30 to 36. Not sure what weight they're on. But again, this Trinity Pine Richland match is pretty close. The other two matches here to my left and on your stream, ladies and gentlemen, be your corners. Would be Cannon Mac and Valley. Cannon Mac defeated Valley in that opening round matchup. Back there in the back, Mount Lebanon defeated Plum. And over here, these two mats, we have Trinity and Pine Richland and Upper St. Clair versus Connellsville. All right. Not much happening here, ladies and gentlemen. And just as I said, that beautiful fireman's carry takedown there for the young lady from Pine Richland, and she's trying to bury a half right into it. Trying to work it tight. Good job hipping down as the young lady from Trinity. She kind of ball up there. Trying to work cross-face cradle now is Pine Richland. Beautiful takedown there for Pine Richland, and they ride out as, look in the back, there's locked hands. That'll be the first point in that matchup in the back. It is 1-0, a minute and 55 seconds left in that period. Good hip heist there. Trying to get out is Pine Richland. Not enough. Good follow there for Trinity. And then you look in the back, there is a 3-point takedown for Upper St. Clair. And that makes that score 5-0 after an escape. And a locked hands call. And another locked hands call, this time on the Trinity mat. Young lady for Trinity gets a technical violation as the ref lets her know you cannot lock hands, even if it's that way. Getting some instruction there from the Pine Richland corner. as the young lady from Upper St. Clair is digging in there for a half, trying to will her way over to get a pin. As the Upper St. Clair coaches, that is Eli Grape over there. And look at, she will look over here to get this fall. And she's going to try to get this pin, and she will do it. Oh my goodness, massive pin there for the Upper St. Clair Panther, and that makes that score 36-36. And it looks like it's going to come down to the wire for the last match. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it is still tight over here, 24-18 in the Trinity and Pine Richland matches. She's trying to get away. She will do that, just that, as the start of the last match over there in the Connellsville and Pine Richland. I'm sorry, Connellsville. I keep saying Pine Richland. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Connellsville and Upper St. Clair Panthers. Score is now 9-0 for Pine Richland in this matchup. Individual matchup. Team score 18-24. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, 36-36 coming down to the wire here in the opening round match. Upper St. Clair versus Connellsville. You gotta love it. Some awesome women's wrestling right off the bat. Unfortunately, another locked hands call, and that could cause major issues, as that is now a second one into a reversal. Yeah. 69-6 Candimac was the final score over here, as the big opening takedown in the Connellsville Upper St. Clair match. It is now 3-0 with 4 seconds left in that opening period. Final. And Lebo was 48-24 over there over Plum in that back mat. Again, a big opening takedown for the Connellsville Falcon. It is 3-0 in the last match of that matchup, that duel. And she locks hands on top. Unfortunately there for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, or fortunately for the Connellsville Falcons. Now Connellsville saying, you got a free move, you got to get up there, young lady. And she does that. An awesome 2-point sequence there. And then just like that, it is 5-0 within a 20-second span. A takedown, a technical violation of locking hands, and an escape. 36-36 in that matchup. And as over here, looks like 30-30 in the Trinity Pine Richland match, as that one is tight. Again, 20 seconds left in, I believe, that second period back there for the Upper St. Clair Connellsville match. Not enough happening there for the Panther to try to get past the head-hands defense of the Falcon, and she's trying to go snap. Not enough. Good little short hip into a takedown there for the Pine Richland Ram. And again, that score is 30-30. We have two razor-tight matchups here in the opening round, the quarterfinals here at the Southwest PA Girls Wrestling Tournament. The ref calls stalling there on the bottom girl. She's just trying to do her best to stay out of that pinning combination on top. The young lady from Pine Richland's trying to run that half. Again in the back there, ladies and gentlemen, minute 15 seconds left. I haven't said much because there hasn't really been much happening as she took neutral there for Upper St. Clair. Trying to find some sort of takedown to a back situation is very tough. She's going snap, not enough, snap, not enough. Got to find something else. .35 seconds left as the young lady for Upper St. Clair got to get her offense going some way, somehow. Go for broke, whatever that case may be. Woo! Sorry here, ladies and gentlemen, a little intensity. Oh my goodness. That was some headbutts going. I don't mean to laugh, but oh my goodness. You don't normally see that craziness. I love it. Even from the boys, just a straight headbutt. 6 seconds to go. And it looks like Upper St. Clair will fall and Connellsville will hang on. And an awesome opening round duel. And it looks like Pine Richland's trying to put another pinfall up on the board here for the Rams, and she will get it. And it looks to be 36-30. Pine Richland over Trinity right now, and that is the last matchup we have going here in the opening round, the quarterfinals. Yes, no, Connellsville won back there, 39-36. There's a three-point takedown there for the Pine Richland girls. Again, it's 30-36, the only one we have left here Ooh, big reversal there for the young lady from Trinity as she will climb on top. And that score is now 8-4. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. No, don't do that. And another reversal there for Pine Richland. She will roll her over looking for the pin, and she will get just that. Big old pin to seal the deal. It looks to be for Pine Richland. They will be moving on over Trinity. I believe that is it. That will do it. The opening round, the quarterfinals, here at the Southwest PA are complete. In just a little bit, we will have the semifinals and the consolations for you guys. Be on the lookout for that here in just a little bit. Again, opening round winners, we had Cannon Mac, we had Mount Lebanon, we had Connellsville in a barn burner over Upper St. Clair, and we had Pine Richland in a barn burner over Trinity. Before I leave you guys go for just a little bit, I wanted to let you guys know, first and foremost, today's tournament is proudly presented by Compassionate Care Unlimited, Inc. Compassionate Care Unlimited supports nurses across Pennsylvania and Maryland by creating flexible career opportunities and providing health care facilities with dependable, high-quality staffing. They believe that strong care starts with strong support, and they're proud to support today's athletes and our wrestling community. To learn more or join their team, visit CompassionateCarePA.us. We'd also like to thank our supporting sponsors. Mariana Outdoorsman Association, a nonprofit dedicated to conservation, outdoor recreation, and community education. Keystone Global Media, delivering professional live streaming and video production for sports and events. Hellbender Marketing, helping local businesses grow through creative marketing and branding strategy. And Near Falls with D Hall, your boy, a wrestling podcast focused on the stories, matches, and people that make this sport special. We thank all our sponsors for their support of the local wrestling and today's event. Thank you guys. We will see you in just a little bit.
between the rounds, if you're hungry or thirsty, visit the concession stand and located in the lobby just above the gym near the entrance to the facility. Also, you can participate in the 50-50 raffle. We'll be starting our second round of wrestling here very soon. We'll have the semifinal matches on the red mat and the gray mat, with the two consolation matches on the black and white mats. As we're waiting for the second round to start, let's meet the head coaches for each of these teams. Head coach for Canada McMillan, Ron Totterdale. Head coach for Upper St. Clair, WJ graduate and wrestler Chris Tarr. Head coach for Mount Lebanon, Amanda Levesque. The head coach for Pine Richmond, Tommy Campanella. Our head coach for Trinity, Grant Mather. Head coach for Plum, Dave Miller. The head coach of Connellsville, William Swink. And the head coach of Valley, Bill Ensisco.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. As you see, some of the captains out there finishing up their duties before the matches start again. Captains go out. The referee flips the disc based off what the disc lands. The winning team can choose even or odd matchups for the first show. allows to get certain matchups on certain young ladies in this instant. And we are off. Back in the back corner, that is one of the consolation matches, Upper St. Clair versus Plum. Mount Lebanon versus Connellsville in one of the first semifinal matchups. Over here on the red mat is Cannon McMillan versus Pine Richland. We have 40 seconds left over there in the opening round match. Again, the red and white mat will be Cannon McMillan versus Pine Richland in the first semifinal. And the other semifinal will be Connellsville versus Mount Lebanon. Again, it's like about 15 seconds left in the Connellsville Mount Lebanon opening period match. As we get going here in these semifinals, I want to let you guys know today's tournament is proudly presented by Compassionate Care Unlimited, Inc. Compassionate Care Unlimited supports nurses across Pennsylvania and Maryland by creating flexible career opportunities and providing healthcare facilities with dependable, high-quality staffing. They believe that strong care starts with strong support, and they're proud to support today's athletes in our wrestling community. To learn more or to join their team, visit CompassionateCarePA.us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, nothing happening here yet, as there it is, the opening takedown of the semifinals. 3-0. Pine Richland. 6-6 in the back quarterfinal, or the back consolation final. Plum versus Upper St. Clair. This young lady from Pine Richland's trying to dig in that power half to no avail. Now she's going opposite side, trying to go both sides. Doing a good job, looking away, winging it down. Here's the young lady from Cannon McMillan. Head inside single there for Connellsville. Nice hip down and go behind for Mount Lebanon. And that will be the opening takedown of that matchup. 3-0. Mount Lebanon. And she's looking cradle here. Is Mount Lebanon. She's going to try to work her way over 15 seconds. She's going to have to be quick with it. It looks like, yep, it is. The lock is broken. Now she's going to look for a ride out. So we got about 6 seconds left here in that opening period. Over here in the other semifinal, the first period just ended. 3-0 as the young lady for Pine Richland will go underneath. Now she's into looking like a headlock position. And smartly there wings it down, but not. She relaxed there on the bottom as the young lady for Cannon Mac. She's trying to get the fall there for Pine Richland. Gotta do regard adjusting her weight, trying to get. There it is. Opening round or opening match fall rather there for the Pine Richland Rams as they take an early lead over Ken Mack 6-0. Moving on up over there. Again, 3-1 here, and it looks like the second period over there is Connellsville and Mount Lebanon. Head inside single, it's shot attempt there for Cannon Mack, not enough, right up into an underhook. Break apart. 40 seconds left over there in the second period. 3-1, score hasn't changed. There is a head down double attempt. Gotta get your head up, young lady, for Connellsville. Good job feeding hips is Mount Lebanon. She's gonna try to spin behind and get the takedown, and she will do just that, and that makes the score 6-1. And the Mount Lebanon coaches are over there imploring her, keep her down. Looks like a bundle attempt there. Move after my own heart. Gotta have that really tight if you're gonna run that young lady. But nonetheless, 5 seconds trying to get this right out. That's something we do love here on the YouTube channel, is finishing on top. And that will do it. 6-1 in the opening round matchup for Mount Lebanon over Connellsville. I believe the next young lady we have up here from Mount Lebanon, one of the best young freshmen here in the area, not just in the region, but I would say in the state. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, in the country, coming up here from Mount Lebanon. So trying to figure this out. Zero over there. 10 seconds left in the period. They're just figuring it out again over there. It is 6-3 in that matchup. Connellsville over Mount Levi. Must have missed a forfeit in the opening match there. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful inside trip, and I was building that up and I didn't pay it off. That is Isla Silva for Mount Lebanon, one of the best young wrestlers here in the area, not just boys or girls, ladies and gentlemen. She is a stud. Spent a bunch of time in the boys division last year for junior high, and she is currently ranked, let's see here, guys. I was given a piece of paper by Mr. Matt Lieber. She's 2 in the state of Pennsylvania at 112 pounds. There's a bunch of girls ranked here, so I got to do a better job trying to find those girls. A bunch of top 10 ranked girls in the entire state. And she's looking cradle over there. She's trying to get the fall from Mount Lebanon. Tough to see as she's in the far corner for both these young ladies, that mat and that mat. She will give it up and get the 4 count back point, and it looks like it is 11-0 or 7-0, waiting for the points to go up. 7-0, I'd say. Again, looking for another cradle is Isla. Now she's kind of got like a cross boot ride. Very interesting stuff. Young lady from Connellsville smartly trying to dig down there, pull that foot out from underneath, get that boot away, but Isla will go cross right into a cradle on the opposite side. She loves that cradle. And again, looking at least a full set of back points. And that's how that period will end, 11-0. And back over here on the other semifinal. Straight up is Isla. She's going to try to go inside. Beautiful turn in there. Go on top. It'd be 13-0. 2 points away from the tech. Let's see what she decides to do. She's probably going to try to get the fall here. And she's got to watch that. This thing is way over there, and they will let it go as the referee is counting another full set of back as she's got to settle her hips. She's doing just that. Trying to get the pinfall here is Isla Silver, the number 2 ranked girl at 112 pounds in the state of Pennsylvania. There it is. She's slowly up. Very awesome fight here for the young lady from Connellsville. Oh, and that will be potentially dangerous, ending this match after a tech fall. 17-0, Isla Silva. And that makes the score over there, I believe, 8-6. Mount Lebanon. Back over here on this mat, 4-4. A minute and 23 seconds left. Is that the second or third period, Leaps? Yeah, it's tough. Either way, 5-4. My man. Just now getting a little refreshment from Mr. Brian Krenslak, the head girls coach at Washington and Jefferson College. Beautiful setup again. One of the best guys in the wrestling community. Of course, one of the leaders and ambassadors here for women's wrestling. We absolutely love it. It's 5-4, 22 seconds left. A stalling call there for Pine Richland as she stuffs the hip on a double leg takedown attempt. She's trying to hang on here. There's about 10 seconds left as the Cannon Mac coaches are imploring for another stalling call. She's just backing straight up. She's got to watch, and she does. Get banged with that stalling call. 5-5. That makes it 5-5. As Coach Campanella is trying to tell his athlete, that she cannot keep backing up. And she's very upset with herself as she's trying to contain herself as we have overtime here. Stepping on the mat. Step on the line here as it is 5-5. Here we go. Little elbow drag into a head inside shot there is young lady for Pine Richland, and then she will run her out of bounds, and she's got to watch. She cannot just keep backing out of bounds. I'm not sure. I believe that might be Ayala. I can't tell 100%. She's going to get banged here. There she does a good job of circling in, and she did a very good job there. She cannot just continue to back out of bounds. Another shot attempt there for Cannon Mac. But again, beautiful hips. And she does a good job circling in. She's looking to get the go behind. 7 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. And they go out of bounds. Both teams are on their feet. 3 seconds ago in the opening overtime. That was close, but I agree. The time was out as the disc gets flipped. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now, because she won the toss, she gets choice, she defers. And there will be two 30-second periods. She deferred to the second one. Pine Richland will go down. They will exchange 30-second periods, and if there is a tie, we'll go from there. They're going in the opposite direction. They got to get this thing down to 30 seconds. There it is. Again, they will exchange 30 seconds periods unless there obviously is a near fall, or a pin rather. And Pine Richland's doing everything she can to get out. Nice hard ride there for Cannon Mack. Good hip heist out. She's going to try to break hands. She will just get that, and she will get one. Again, this is not over, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds left here in this period, this overtime. Oh, she's got to watch. She cannot give up three here. She will do that, and one. And that is that for that opening ride-out period. It's 6-8. This match is not over, ladies and gentlemen. Not over. She will go down. Now, the Pine Richland coaches are telling her to pick neutral, giving her the escape. Now, what that is doing, ladies and gentlemen, the Cannon Mack young lady chose down for her option at this ride-out. Now, she goes down. The Pine Richland girl says, let's give you the escape. And again, with the new three-point takedown, we can tie this match up to make it 9-9. Let's see what happens here. And she shoots on a head outside single. She has it deep, and she's going crack down, gets her hips over on the other side. Doing everything she can. We got 17 seconds. Hip heist. Not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Well, where are we at? She's got to come out the back door. 10 seconds to go. Three-point takedown for Cannon Mack. And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best matches you'll see. Double ride out. Impressive stuff. The winner there, Cannon McMillan. Awesome, awesome match. And that is what women's wrestling is all about. I'll tell you what, guys, both girls had juice left deep, deep in that match. And going back over here to the other mat, the Blue Trinity mat, it is 7-1 in that individual matchup. Team score looking like 26-12 for Mount Lebanon. Again, guys, you guys will see all four streams on your screen. The first ever Southwest Junior PA Girls Wrestling Duels. It's like Marnie, is that Marnie Solomon, I believe, out there, I would assume. Or Ayala, one of the two. I believe this is one, if I have this right, ladies and gentlemen, this could be one of the best matchups here. I believe it's 124 pounds. Pine Richland, Cannon McMillan. We have Ariana Schrader for Pine Richland. She's ranked number 3 in the state. And we have Ewan Ayala for Cannon Mack. She's ranked number 9 in the state at 124 pounds. (6-1) in this matchup. The young lady for Cannon Mack is up. looking like that match is almost over there as the first semifinals. It's blown by. Couple good matchups, but it looks like it's coming down to some forfeits here. What we got? 38 for Mount Lebo. And a couple forfeits for Connellsville will make it 38 to what? Big lift there for Cannon Mack, and she will get another takedown. And it looks like 9 to 1 over there. Impressive stuff. Where are we at? 38 to 30. No, looks like we're whipping back around here to the lightest weight class. And 9-1. That's Miss Marley Solomon against Ariana Strader. If I had to guess, they bumped her up again. Marley Solomon, one of the best girls in the entire country. Looks like we got 38-30 in the last match over there. Mount Lebanon, Connellsville. And she's looking for a fall as Miss Marley Solomon. Man alive, is she impressive, guys. Full set of backs for against one of the best girls in the state, and Ariana Strader. Strader, sorry. Straight up and out there for Miss Marley Solomon. And she will go hip toss and try to get the fall here. It's so impressive. One of the best girls in the entire country, ladies and gentlemen. And Yuri's doing a great job trying to stay off her back. A long time to try to stay off that. And not give up a fall, though. Minute and 30 seconds left. And she is still digging for that fall, ladies and gentlemen. Yuri's doing everything she can to stay off her back. Under a minute now. Wow. Impressive stuff here. Trying to get this pin. And she will get it. It took her everything she could. But she finally got the pin. There is Marley Solomon, one of the best girls here. Impressive stuff there, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe that will do it over there on the other mat, as Mount Lebanon will make their way into the finals, 44-30 over the Connellsville Falcons. Forfeit there. Trying to figure out the team score there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see it down there anywhere. Do our best to try to figure that out, as I got Leap down there running around. Also like to give a little thanks to some of our supporting sponsors. Mariana Outdoorsman Association, a nonprofit dedicated to conservation, outdoor recreation, and community education. Keystone Global Media, delivering professional live streaming and video production for sports and events. Hellbender Marketing, helping local businesses grow through creative marketing and brand strategy. And Near Falls with D Hall, your boy, a wrestling podcast focused on stories, matches, and people that make this sport special. We thank all our sponsors for the support of local wrestling and today's event. Yeah, you have any idea what the team score is down there?
20-6 Canon Mac.
20-6 Canon Mac, ladies and gentlemen. As you hear a couple of the guys behind the ones and twos, that is Chris Labart and Matt Leeper. Couldn't do without these guys. So if you see them out there at one of these matches, make sure you guys give them a handshake and tell them thank you, because they are bringing this high quality stream that you guys see in front of you. I'm just over here jibbing and jabbing as Matt Leeper's going to grab a mic. What's going on, buddy?
Not a whole lot, man. We had some big things planned for this evening, and we apologize. We couldn't make all of them come true. Chris and I have been working the last few days. Chris has been busting his butt. We were trying to do an individual mat with score bug and everything, and we got here, and a couple of the things didn't work quite like we had anticipated. So we do appreciate everybody out there sticking with us. You know, all this is trial and error for us, and we're going to figure it out. So the next time we do this, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, everything's a process here, ladies and gentlemen, as we are embarking on this new journey of women's wrestling and streaming and multiple cameras and things of that nature. Obviously, Matt and Chris have been with us all season long, so the Connellsville streams, the Canon Max stream, you know, just been high-level stuff, and you guys have definitely upped the game here.
Well, I mean, it takes time to figure all this stuff out. And you've been very gracious to help us out with a lot of our stuff. We've met a lot of really, really good people over the course of this year. And, I mean, just Coach Slack's been up 3 times just to make sure everything was all right with us. And, you know, it's a lovely facility they got here. And we look forward to hopefully doing a lot more streaming, broadcasting from the Crow's Nest up here, high atop the arena.
And we are definitely high up here as we see another match. And over there, that is Connellsville and Trinity. I'm sorry, I'm getting them wrong all night. Valley and Trinity back there. It's the Connellsville and my Lebanon match already ended, and it looks like 44-30. Mount Lebanon in that matchup. As we go back over here to our feature match, a beautiful double leg takedown, running out of real estate for me to see. Actually, I can see it on my camera here. Look at that. Shout out Matt Leeper. See it on the far side.
Yeah, I apologize. My big head got in the way there. It's tough to see through it.
It's all
better door than a window.
Yeah, it's all good. At least I can see it. Beautiful double leg takedown there.
I'm still trying to get you a final over there on the back mat.
Yeah. As again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bracket-style tournament, so the back mats are the consolations. The front mats are the semifinals.
It is fun. I mean, with this being a collegiate gym, we were planning on having 2 mats in this gymnasium and 2 mats in the auxiliary gym, but there was another event that was scheduled for the auxiliary gym, so we moved everybody in here. So we got a little bit of weird angles and stuff, and we've some of the scoreboards and stuff, we're going to try to do our best to make sure that we can see them. But, I mean, to be honest with you, it's a lot of great wrestling, and that's all that really matters. A lot of great athletes out here giving it all they got.
Yeah, and that's a testament to all these coaches, all these girls, all these parents out here, you know, starting a new sport, because it does take commitment. It takes belief in these parents and these girls to show up to practice every day. That is something that is good for them, and you know, obviously wrestling teaches so many skills and so many life skills, actually, not just skills, life skills, and I just love it. First time ever here, and you just love to see these girls battling it out. We see a 6-2 score. She's trying to finish here, and she will get the takedown there. Is the young lady for Pine Richland at the end of the period to make that score 6-5.
It appears that we've got a 45-18 final over on the back mat, and I do believe that was Trinity that came out with that win, but we're double checking.
Got you, Trinity over Valley over in that back mat. And in that other corner, looking like Upper St. Clair and Plum is in a dogfight, 29-23
battle over there.
Yes. Let's see here. Looks like a cradle on the back mat, and there's a pinfall for the young lady for Upper St. Clair. And she's... Beautiful takedown there for Cannon McMillan. I guess that would be a reversal, maybe. Yeah, more of a reversal. Okay.
She ran out of real estate there in the on the edge.
We got 8-5. Yep. Or no, 8-6. Yeah, 8-6. Both teams juiced up. Another pin back there in the Plum Upper St. Clair matchup. Head inside single there for Canada Mack, and she's going to try to get shoulder low and go around the backside. Doing a good job of hanging onto the arm there is Pine Richland, but just can't stop wrestling in that position. And the young lady for Canada Mack will go over and get that takedown. 11-6 now. Two, one, and that's how the period will end. 11-6. In that matchup, Pine Richland will, or I'm sorry, Cannon Mack will get the dub over Pine Richland. I cannot tell you guys 100% what that score is, but I know Cannon Mack is winning by a decent margin, as they are the heavy favorites here. I'm sure to no one's surprise. All right. And we have 2 matches left. Still going. The back consolation semifinal. She's going to snap down attempt. There's Pine Ridge. And now she's going to try to go ahead and hold beautiful go behind. Textbook. Little equipment malfunction as she's going to get the headgear, put it back on the dome piece as it is 3-0. Strapping up. All right, 3-0. Again, I believe I cannot see a team score from here, ladies and gentlemen, but I know Cannon Mac is up by a decent amount. Mount Lebanon has already punched their ticket to the finals on the other side of the bracket. So we're just waiting on this side of the bracket. Looks like we have a couple matches after this one. Again, in the back there, it looks to be 35 to 29. And there's some back points coming here for the young lady from Pine Richland. And she's going to try to get a fall here. She's got to get her weight back, chest on chest. Again, got to get her weight back. Got to readjust. There you go. Now she's got it. Now she's working that way. Out of time, as you guys hear. Leaps in the background. 7-0. Leave going into the third. Cannon Mac will choose top. Locked hands there for Cannon Mac. Oh, I think they waved it off. Good follow there for the young lady from Cannon McMillan. The Lady Max, if you will. Right down there. Not enough. Hip heist, good job. Hip heisting, a good job going down that leg, and good job driving in as the young lady from Cannon Mac. Now there's a Whizzer from Pine Richland. She's going to try to hip heist over. Is she going to? I was going to say she's in a prime spot for the Winn-Dixie. They're saying go ahead, do it. Come on. Do it. Oh, I would love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the little shin wizard. I would absolutely love it. She's looking like she's trying to go in that direction. Not sure if she necessarily knows it. Now she's going to go front and hip down, which I love that. It's work down to the basics. She's going to dig that arm under. Now she has her in a world of trouble, and she's going to drive that far shoulder over, go reverse half, and try to get a pin. Still in all kinds of trouble. And there is the fall. Pine Richland gets a big one. right, ladies and gentlemen, back on the mat. We have another matchup here. Kenemick and Pine Richland. I believe Pine Richland has it close and narrowed the score, but Kenemick is firmly in control. Another go behind attempt there, and there will be a nice takedown for Kenemick in the opening period here. Looking like Lincoln suck back attempt, not a nut. Oh, and there's a half. Oh. Did not see the other half on the other side. That would be a full Nelson.
38-35 Upper St. Clair.
38-35 Upper St. Clair in the back there. As that match is close, and I think that is the last match of that bout. So they gotta come away with a pin. I don't know what the tiebreakers would be looking like if Plum were to come up with a victory there. And there's a takedown, or a reversal rather, for Plum. Over here on the red mat, Kenemick just trying to dig in there for that half again. Still to no avail, 3-1. 10 seconds left in the period. Trying to get a takedown there for Pine Richland, and there's the fall for Plum. And they will come back and defeat Upper St. Clair, 40-38. Sorry, rather it be, yeah, I think 40-38. Again, this is the last matchup here. Oh, it looks like we're in trouble here. Good job rolling through. Young lady for Pine Richland. And she's looking to dig underneath to try to go for a bundle. Now she's looking cradle. Not enough. 52 seconds left in the match. Again, looking. Bingo! There is the fall. Kenemick gets another one, and we are moving on up. Looks like we only got a couple left here, maybe the last weight, and then all the way back in the beginning. Looks like it's Ashley Calgaro coming out. She's gonna get the forfeit. Looks like we're going to get a match here. There's a snap down attempt for Richmond. She runs her off the mat.
It's currently that CM 190 is the bat.
I don't think they have a bigger one. What? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we do have official finals. 38-35 Upper St. Clair over Plum. 40-33 Lebo over Connellsville. 44-30, sorry. Lebo over Connellsville in the first semifinal, and then in the other Consolation, 45-18 Trinity over Valley. Again, we are at 190 here in the Ken and Mac Pine Richland match. Oh, going step. Nope, not enough. Thought we were going big move there for a second. She was looking maybe step through into a headlock, but decided no thank you. That will be the end of the first period, 0-0 after one. Pine Richland will start the period on the bottom, trying to get out. 10 seconds in here. Moving on. Gotta get her hips under her. Good job. Basing down as Kanemack was trying to wheel her over there, try to get the pin. At least some near fall points. Pine Richland doing a good job winging everything down, keeping her base. Minute to go. Whistle blown. Trying to get an escape here if you're Pine Richland, obviously. Kanemack trying to get the breakdown into a pinning combination. Doing a good job winging it down, but now she's digging that half in there. Still not enough. 29 seconds left here in this period. Not much going on, ladies and gentlemen. No, there's a half, and she will finally get her over with 10 seconds left in the period. And there's the pin. Took her all period, working the half from both sides. Finally gets it with 10 seconds left and works her over for the fall. Forfeit there for Canada Mac, all but assures victory. As I believe that will be the last match, barring anything unforeseen. See any girls getting warmed up there for Pine Richland. And that will be it, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Canada Mac will get the victory there. Moving themselves into the finals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will have the next round here at the Southwest PA Girls Wrestling Championships here in just a little bit.
And this was the match moving on the red mat. That concludes the second round of wrestling. We're halfway home. In our third round of wrestling, we'll have the second round of consolations, then being wrestled on mats 1 and 2. Those are the red and gray mats. And on mats 3 and 4, we will have some junior varsity and other exhibition matches. As we're waiting to start the third round, if you're hungry or thirsty, stop in at the concession stand located in the lobby near the entrance to the gym.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back here, jumping in with you guys a little bit as we're getting into it. 6-6 over there, and these are some of the consolation bouts. Again, we already have our final decided. Mount Lebanon and Cannon McMillan are going to battle here in just a little bit. These are whoever wins these will go for third and fourth. Whoever loses these will go for fifth and sixth. Valley and Plum is locked in for going seventh and eighth. Again, happy to have you guys here on the Keystone Game Day Media YouTube channel. Over on the left here would be your red mat. We have Upper St. Clair and Pine Richland. Over on your right, my right, it would be the light blue mat, Connellsville and Trinity. Again, guys, whoever wins this will wrestle for third and fourth. The losers will wrestle for fifth and sixth. We're here at the Southwest PA Wrestling, Girls Wrestling Duels. 8 of the best girls duels here in the Southwest PA area, the hotbed of wrestling, are battling it out. We are about just over halfway through. We got this match and the finals still to go. Super excited for that. I believe I got about an estimated time of 7 o'clock for the finals for you guys. So stick around for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. But even still, we've seen some fantastic matches here this evening. Uh-oh, and we're looking big. Not enough. My man, Grant McGarty, coming up to say what's up. Assistant coach of the Lady Macs. (7-2) over there for the Trinity Connellsville match. A pretty good matchup there. And that team score is 6-6. One nothing over here in the Pine Richland Upper St. Clair match. There's a takedown for Trinity. Looks like Cradle there. Looks like we're looking for a fall. And that will be it. Trying to get the fall there. That was pretty gnarly. She was down by 10-2. Almost gets the fall. Oh boy. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, if they're wrestling the finals, going to need that there. Kind of. Again, you guys will hear me. I got Matt Leaps running around all over the place doing little things. Couldn't see the scoreboard there for the one Matt. Went down and, yeah, they just straight didn't have it. So that was kind of an important thing there. Team score. Regular score we could see. We could not see the team score. again, pretty evenly matched as this period will end here on the I almost said Peters Township. A lot of red here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. The Pine Richland Upper St. Clair matchup. Chop off the start there for Connellsville. That score is now 10-6. Oh, a little chippy. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Going, looking for an underhook, trying to work her way around. Is Trinity. Still 1-0. You guys aren't missing anything over there. The Upper St. Clair match. Pine Richland took talk and is riding away. Uh-oh, she's trying to go behind, and it looks like we're going to get a headlock attempt here. Let's see what we got. And they break away. Very good match here. 11-6, 45 seconds left. 6-6 team score over there. Trinity versus Connellsville. Beautiful shot into a body lock. Got to finish those. Trinity. Connellsville into a headlock position. Let's see how this one plays out. 20 seconds left. Looking for it. Connellsville coaches and tell her to keep on going. 14-6 after she gets the takedown now. Looks like we'll get a technical violation. 1 point red. 2 seconds left and that will end that matchup. 1-1 over here, ladies and gentlemen. This one is turning into a dogfight quickly on the red mat. Coach Campanella is out there imploring her wrestlers. We get back up to our feet, and we're looking at overtime. 1-1. Another head inside single for Pine Richland. She's going to peek her head out to the side, go to the double. We got a body lock, or a crotch lock rather, there for Upper St. Clair. She's hanging on for dear life, trying to put herself in position. Get her hips on top, and she might do just that. And she's going to go crossface. Now she's in a position to score. 20 seconds left. As she's just got to step over that leg and hook that ankle. Still hanging onto the leg is Pine Richland. And will the block be broken? Man alive. 9 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is, 5 seconds to go. She will pick up the takedown and get the victory. Again, ladies and gentlemen, today's coverage is brought to you by Compassionate Care Unlimited, supporting nurses and healthcare facilities across Pennsylvania, Maryland, with flexible opportunities and dependable staffing. Learn more at CompassionateCarePA.us. And of course, today's stream is brought to you by Keystone Global Media. It is providing professional sports live streaming, video production, and broadcast solutions across Western Pennsylvania. That is our boys over here, Matt Leeper and Chris Labart. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 6-9 over there in the Trinity Connellsville match. Takedown there for Connellsville. Individual score 6-1 now. Another pin opportunity here for Connellsville, and that is super tight. Will not be enough to get the pinfall. It is 10-1 now in that matchup. Now, Upper St. Clair's looking for a fall. She's running her over. Looks like that team score is 21-16 over there now. And that will be a tech fall for the Connellsville Falcon. Snap down attempt there for Upper St. Clair, not enough. 0-0 in that matchup. Trying to build back up. This Pine Richland still not enough. Looking elbow, ankle, maybe butt drag there is Upper St. Clair. Yeah, there you go. Still no takedown as the ref is waiting to call it. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Still working them hands. Now she's going maybe cross face into a Turk situation. Still not enough. Man, well, great fight here for the young lady from Pine Richland not to give up this takedown. Now Trinity down here trying to pick up this fall, make it very close there for Trinity picking up this fall. Trying to get chest on chest. Very close here for Trinity trying to pick up this fall over. And there it is. Big fall there for Trinity. And they widen their lead to 21-11. You don't want to reach back there if you're Pine Richland. And that team scores 21-16. We're waiting on seeing what we're going to do here with Trinity. Looks like they're going to send someone out. Over here is 5-0, a minute and 40 seconds left in this period. Over there in the Pine Richland Upper St. Clair matchup. Again, the winner of these two matches will be going for 3rd and 4th. The losers will be going for 5th and 6th. Valley and Plum are going for 7th and 8th. The final is Cannon McMillan versus Mount Lebanon. There's a nice takedown there for Trinity, can't tell now, I'm out of my sight a little bit. And there's the fall. The Collinsville Falcon will pick up the fall, and that narrows the score to 27-17. Eight nothing. 12 seconds left over there on the red mat. Now we'll do it for that match, as Upper St. Clair will pick up the victory, making the team score not sure. They don't have it updated over there, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting on that. And running out of real estate over there. Ooh, here we go. A little action, a little juice over there. Connellsville and Trinity matchup.
Wrestling fans, between matches, don't forget if you're hungry and thirsty, you can visit the concession stand. It's located in the lobby of the Heritage Gym. You can pick up something to eat and watch the matches through the windows. Also, if you purchase 50
Uh-oh, here we go. Nope. Oh, nice snap down. Looking for a go behind. She will get it. Is Trinity. 3-point takedown in the opening period. 40 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, this match break is sponsored by Mariana Outdoorsman Association, dedicated to conservation, outdoor recreation, and building stronger communities through education and sportsmanship. Going out front, looking cow catcher, she will get it! Bang! All right. Very nice 2-point reversal there for the young lady from Pine Richland. She's looking to go for a half there, trying to push that head down. Yep, and she will look for it. And she will get it. She's going to drive it over. Very good. And she has her all the way over. And there is the pin for Pine Richland. Awesome. The forfeit there for Upper St. Clair, moving up to the next weight class, see where we're at. Back over here on the Trinity Connellsville match. Trinity's up 33-17. See what we got here. Yeah, Connellsville on top. Second period. Minute and 50 seconds. Oh, looking chin back, not enough. And there's the fall for the Connellsville Falcon. Massive fall. She looks over to the crowd. It's a big old pump. Super excited. Oh. 36-12 in that other matchup, but after a forfeit. There, the team score is, let's see, ladies and gentlemen, 29-33. All right. After another pinfall there, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like that will be the last match. Let's see what the team score is.
Final.
35-33 final. Look like there's a 2-point reversal in that matchup over there, guys. Running out of bounds there, minute and 30 seconds left. Six nothing here, a minute and 20 seconds left. Looking crossface, now looking bundle is the young lady from Pine Richmond, digging underneath, trying to get it running across. Got to keep that nice and tight, young lady. Doing a good job there, trying to do. There you go. Coaches are telling her to circle. She's got to do that. Keep on going. Fantastic fight there for the young Upper St. Clair Panther. Another one again. This time it looks to be a little bit better. She got her hips a little bit more aligned. She's off her knees as she's trying to go bundle here. Goes all the way around and will get a couple swipes. Very good. She's got her stacked up and packed up, trying to finish her off, and she does just that. And that will be a fall there for the Pine Richland Ram. Moving on up to the next weight class. Looks like we have a forfeit. And we will have one last match. The lightweights are rolling out onto the mat here. And that will be the end of that match. Not 100% sure, but I believe Pine Richland picked up the victory there. And just here shortly, we will have the finals. 42 to 12. We will have the finals here in just a little bit. Again, just a little quick word from our sponsors. Today's coverage is brought to you by Compassionate Care Unlimited, supporting nurses and healthcare facilities across Pennsylvania and Maryland with flexible opportunities and dependable staffing. Learn more at compassionatecarepa.us. Also, this match break is sponsored by Mariana Outdoorsman Association, dedicated to conservation, outdoor recreation, and building stronger communities through education and sportsmanship. And of course, today's live stream, the stream that you guys see, the beautiful stuff, is brought to you by Keystone Global Media, providing professional sports live streaming, video production, and broadcast solutions across Western Pennsylvania. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and I will leave you guys go for just a little bit. We'll be back here very shortly. What's going on, wrestling fans? We are just a couple minutes away from going live here for the finals at the Southwest PA Girls Wrestling Duels. But before that, I'd like to thank everyone for today's tournament. Before we get away, today's tournament is proudly presented by Compassionate Care Unlimited, Inc. Compassionate Care Unlimited supports nurses across Pennsylvania and Maryland by creating flexible career opportunities and providing healthcare facilities with dependable, high-quality staffing. They believe that strong care starts with strong support, and they're proud to support today's athletes and our wrestling community. To learn more or to join their team, visit CompassionateCarePA.us. Also, like to thank our supporting sponsors, Mariana Outdoorsman Association, a nonprofit dedicated to conservation, outdoor recreation, and community education. Keystone Global Media, delivering professional live streaming and video production for sports and events. Hellbender Marketing, helping with local businesses grow through creative marketing and brand strategy. And of course, your boy Near Falls D Hall, a wrestling podcast focused on stories, matches, and people that make this sport special. All right, let's get after it. And right as we see that, an opening takedown for, looks like, Marley Solomon. And guys, we have one of the top two people matched up here. We got a issue with the clock. Little issue with the clock there, so we're going to try to figure that out. But again, I believe we have Marley Solomon and Isla Silva to start off the day, or off this matchup. Isla Silva ranked number 2 at 112 pounds in the state of Pennsylvania. Marley Solomon ranked number 1 at 118 pounds in the state of Pennsylvania. Shout out to PA Power Rankings for those rankings. Again, if you guys have not checked out PA Power, what are you doing? The best wrestling site in the business. Rockfin has all the rankings on there. Go check them out. Mr. Jeff Upson, the best in the game. Good job here. Silva blocking off. Marley, 3 good attempts. Now into an underhook, a wizard position. Now Marley steps all the way over, looking to cover the hips and get the takedown. Still no takedown awarded, as she's doing a good job covering there is Isla. Isla's still scrambling. Oh no, gets her hips out of position and gives up another takedown there. 6-1. That's some high level wrestling from two of the best girls, not only here in southwestern PA, not only in the state of Pennsylvania, but in the entire country, ladies and gentlemen. Two of the best. Solomon Klein's on top, whistle blown. Silva up, trying to fight hands. Good breakdown there. I believe we are at 118 pounds. They bumped up Silva, it looks like. Now Solomon looking for that little bit of like a Blair ride situation here. Now she's going to go backside, trying to go half on the other way. Good job, Silva fighting it down. 7 seconds left. And that's how the period will end, 6-1 Solomon. Silva's going to go neutral. Outside shot, not enough there. As Solomon spins behind and gets the takedown. She will go release. It is 9-1, looking to be 9-2 now. Now front head trap as Solomon reaches. Isla gets her in a front head trap now. Elbow a little bit too deep on the right side there for Silva as the ref will call stalemate. Go ahead and head inside single on the far arm pull there. Silva, not enough. A little bit of shuck by, not enough either. Very good stance. Now head inside single, not enough. Very good. Block down into an ankle pick is Solomon right into a bar. And Marley Solomon trying to rip this one across on the young freshman for Mount Lebanon. It is now 16-2. And she's going to try to go for this Blair ride again, as she tried in the first period. Man, oh man, Silva doing a good job hanging on here. Is that some tight stuff going both sides? And we lost the power again. Time. The power seems to be going in and out of here. Some type of issue. Yeah, a little bit of a technical difficulties here on mat 1. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this would be a great time to let you know that we have, of course, 3 other duels going on. To the left is the Connellsville Upper St. Clair duel, and in the back there is the Pine Richland Trinity duel. All right, let's get this back to square up. As the ref says, what's going on? No one really seems to know. It's the second time that's happened after not happening all day. All right, let's get back to business here. Silva now defending a shot here is Solomon. Oh, a little potentially dangerous action. Again, 16-2, 2 of the best girls here in the state. Solomon really flexing her muscles, proving that she's one of the best girls in the country. Good down block, go behind try here by Silva into a shot. Again, just too much for Solomon. Is so good in those positions. According to my man right next to me, Matt Leeper, ESPN has her ranked number 3 in the entire country. Hey, good to see you. It is Chris Worstel, Upper St. Clair, father of Derek Worstel, checking out some women's action. All right, after the opening round tech fall, it is 5-0 Cannon Mac. Moving into the next match. I believe we are at, let's see here, that's going to be 124, I would assume. Looks like Ewan Ayala for Cannon Mac, ranked number 9 in the state of Pennsylvania, again by PA Power Wrestling. Oh, a little potentially dangerous action. And now she has her in all kinds of trouble, working for the pin again. Is Ayala of Cannon Mac. And she will get it. Another pin, or I'm sorry, first pinfall in this matchup. It is now 11-0 Cannon Mac over the Blue Devils of Mount Lebanon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on up. I think we're at either 130-ish Looks we have a forfeit here. So we're at 17 to nothing. Moving on. Looks like Juliana Van Slyke for Mount Lebanon at 136 pounds. She is a 9th grader. I'm sorry, she's ranked 9th in the country, or 9th in the state of Pennsylvania, and she is a 10th grader. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are in the finals here. I believe, but I'm not. Flattens her out. Now she's going to go try to go high leg over. Or elbow ankle. Doing a good job hanging on that leg is the young lady for Cannon McMillan, but not enough as Van Slyke will go behind and get the opening takedown. Makes this match 3-0, a minute left here in the first period. Now she's looking with a punishing half, trying to rip it across her body. Is Van Slyke trying it again. She's very good job fighting it down. And here we go. Now we might get a little bit of back points. As she's really ripping this thing. Looking up at her coaches, looking up at the time clock. She's doing a good. There it is. The readjust was huge. And there it is, the fall for Miss Van Slyke. And that will get the Blue Devils on the board. 17-6, Cannon Mac still. We are up to our next match here. Looking elbow, ankle. Here's the young lady from Canada trying to go behind and get the takedown, and she will do just that. 3-0 now. I think we're at 142 pounds. Nice tight ride here for the Big Mac. As the young lady from up, and she just gets banged for stalling there. I was just going to say he's not doing too much on bottom. Oh, I don't know about that, young lady. And there's the cradle. She's trying to reach back, give it perfect opportunity for the young lady from Kennebec, but she's not in a good position to get the fall here. If she could potentially, there we go, and that's the end of the period. 7-0. Good tight breakdown for the young lady from Mount Lebanon on top. Now she's looking for a bar. See if this position changes or this match changes. That she spent a lot of time on the bottom there. Maybe this is her best position. So we sometimes see that in women's wrestling. Doing a good job keeping that bar in there, though. Just going to try to keep that in the middle of the back. Keep it legal. Staying straight up there is the young lady from Cannon Mac. Now she's reaching back, kind of. Now to a stand-up, drop down for, and go behind. And now here's a cradle here for Cannon McMillan. Trying to settle her down and get her bottom knee in the side. She has the wrong knee right now. Now she's adjusting the right way. And there's the fall. All right, moving on up. It is 23-6. Cannon Mac all over Mount Lebanon. Cannon McMillan, very, very impressive. Obviously, we're still new into the girls scene, but one of the better teams I've seen in a minute. Just across the board, each one of the girls can wrestle. Now, there's a beautiful takedown, but I believe that is Paige Jocks from Mount Lebanon. She's ranked number 2 in the state by PA Power Wrestling. And that is Mount Lebanon's Paige Jock. Now she goes snap down into a go behind, right into it, and gets the takedown. Now she's looking half on the left side, lefty half, she's looking for it. Slowly winding her down, and there it is, the fall.
Keep it on the big one.
What, bub?
I'll keep it on the big one. Time match here, and close one back there. 24-24.
Third and fourth or third and fourth?
24-24 here.
No, which one's third and fourth or fifth and sixth?
24-18. Bingo, screw you.
All right, moving on up to the next weight class. Another good one here. I believe we have Camila Hathaway of Mount Lebanon, and not sure who for Cannon Mac unless they bumped up Aaliyah Henderson. But that looks to be Camila Hathaway, one of the best girls in the state. She's ranked number 1 in the state, and she gets the fall. The number 1 ranked girl in the state at 155 pounds, just the 9th grader. Whew. Impressive stuff. All right, looking like we're moving up to 170 pounds. This is Audrey Calgaro. She's ranked number 17 in the state. She will get a forfeit. Let's see here, and looks like we'll get another forfeit maybe at the next weight class. Moving up to 235, we will get a forfeit there. That will seal the championship, I believe, for the Cannon Mac Lady Macs. They've just been absolutely dominant all night, all year. No difference here at the Southwest PA Girls Duels Championships. All right. Looks like we will get a match here. 106 pounds. It looks like we either got Australia Clem or Malia Ramos versus Lillian Perry. Good head inside single there for Mount Lebanon. She's trying to get that elbow deep and try to run behind. Oh, a little bit of a rubber knee action. That was a little gnarly. Ref says that's potentially dangerous. Let's start over. Ref is waving it off. He's about to call a takedown. Still no takedown yet to be awarded. 0-0, minute and 10 seconds left. And that will do that. Oh, shot at the same time. Looks like they contact, and who's going to come out on top here? Still waiting on the ref. There's no call, and they will exchange. Oh, my goodness. 3. No call. Cannon Mac screaming 3. We still got an arm here for Mount Lebanon. There it is. The opening takedown. 28 seconds left. Cannon Mac will start. Up 3-0. Again, team score 41-18, all but locked up and over for Cannon Mac as they have dominated here this evening. Again, want to give a thanks to Washington and Jefferson College for having us out here tonight. Coach Slack, the head women's coach of Washington and Jefferson, and of course thanks you to our sponsors, Compassionate Care Unlimited Inc. Compassionate Care supports nurses across Pennsylvania and Maryland by creating flexible career opportunities and providing healthcare facilities with dependable, high-quality staffing. They believe that strong care starts with support, and they're proud to support today's athletes and our wrestling community. To learn more or join the team, visit compassionatecare.pa.us. All right, back to the action again. 3-0 going into the second period now. Let's see. Rolling out on top for the 2-point reversal is Cannon Mac. And we are back down to 100 pounds. Both these girls are ranked in the state of Pennsylvania, according to PA Power and Jeff Upson. 5-0. A little bit of an illegal hold there. We will get another point, make it 6-0 now for the young lady from Cannon McMillan. Now, a bar and a half looking here. She's trying to go run this over. Stacking her up is the young lady from Cannon Mac, and she will get the fall. Very tight that they even have to unpretzel each other. And that makes the team score 47-18, I believe. Looks like we will have one match remaining this championship and this evening. Also like to thank our supporting sponsors, Mariana Outdoor Associations, a nonprofit dedicated to conservation, outdoor recreation, and community education. Keystone Global Media, delivering professional live streaming and video production for sports and events. Hellbender Marketing, helping local businesses grow through creative marketing and brand strategy. And of course, your boy, Near Falls with D Hall, a wrestling podcast focused on stories, matches, and people that make this sport special. Now underhook here for Mount Lebanon. Clears that. Again, 0-0. 40 seconds left. Now Mount Lebanon drives back in, doing a good job to stay in the circle. 10 seconds left in the opening period of the last bout. And that will be how the first period will end. 0-0. Cannon Mac will go underneath. Now here's a bar attempt here for this young lady from Mount Lebanon, trying to send these Blue Devils on home on a good note. $30 gone in the second. Minute and 30 to go. Very good tight waist ride here for this young lady from Mount Lebanon. Minute and 10 to go here in the second period. And now she's digging here, ladies and gentlemen. She's trying to wing that across to get that bar. You know, a bar and a half, I can't really tell from this angle. I'm doing my best here, but I'll tell you what, whatever is happening, it is getting wrenched on. Man, oh man. And I can see the people in this crowd squirming and moving. I love it. Man, may not have got any back points, but 10 seconds to go here. She's got to watch. You don't want to give up one after riding the whole period. And that's how the period will end, 0-0. Going into the third, Mount Lebanon will go underneath on the bottom. Now Cannon Mack is in a good spot here. She's got a bar, and she's running it over. One, and there's some back points, and there is the pin. And Cannon Mack will end the day the same way they started, in dominant fashion. And they are your first ever SWPA Girls Duel Champions. Congratulations to the Lady Big Macs. Again, you guys see a couple things finishing up here as the Connellsville Falcons and the Upper St. Clair Panthers are battling here on the red mat. And over there in the back is the Pine Richland Rams and the Trinity Hillers. Both these doors are coming down to the end. As you see, the Connellsville Falcon trying to get the pin to end off the day. And she will fight down the young lady for Upper St. Clair. Again, just impressive stuff for Cannon Mack. And there's the fall for Pine Richland. And again, guys, I'm getting ready to close us down here for the evening. Thank you for hanging out with me for just over 3.5 hours. It's been a great time. Again, thank you to my broadcast partners, Matt Leeper and Chris Labart, for hanging out with me and setting up the ones and twos this evening. It's been a great process. 42-36. The 42-36 over there in the corner for Pine Richland, and it is 33-30 as I'm getting and saying my goodbyes to you guys. Again, for the show notes, if you guys are listening out there and you're interested in the Near Falls and the WIPIO on the Near Falls with D Hall podcast, it will be on this Friday evening. We'll be breaking down the team state championships. Of course, we had the Franklin Regional Panthers go out and take home a medal, with the Derry Area Trojans in AA take home a trophy. Just impressed with both those squads, and of course, I don't know what more you can say about Norwin. Taking 3 losses to Franklin in whatever it is, 17 days. 2 of the best teams in the state, clearly shown, 1 and 2. So it's just so much to get into, so much to talk about. Can't wait to see you guys there. But again, for D Hall, for Matt, for Chris, that is all we have for you guys here at Washington and Jefferson College.
Take the mats apart and roll them up. Also, this is last call for the concession stand. We still have some food and beverages available in the concession stand overlooking the gym. Tournament host Brian Krenslak from WHA. Please report to the announcing table, Brian Krenslak. Fans, for those of you who are leaving, we hope you enjoyed your evening here at the Sylvania Family Gymnasium and WHA. WHA is proud of its athletic and academic history and proud to be part of today's event. Next year, WHA will be fielding a Division III women's wrestling program. Come and support the presidents. Congratulations to all the wrestlers and coaches. For those of you who are leaving, please drive home safely. Let's have a round of applause for Cannon McMillan, the tournament champion. We've got some additional awards. The Sportsmanship Award goes to Alexa.
As we get ready to go off the air here, we just wanted to let you guys know that we were just given some insider information. We found out tonight that the outstanding wrestler for the tournament was Marley Solomon from Cannon McMillan. She tore through this tournament, and I would say Cannon Mac did a very similar thing as they won the team title. For the Sportsmanship Award from tonight, Alina Ashby from Trinity was awarded that honor. She also had a good night, but she was voted on by the coaches and her peers for that prestigious award here. So again, we just wanted to say thank you, and coming from W&J, we want to say thanks to them. What a lovely facility they have, and they're always so gracious whenever we come here. It's one of our favorite places to broadcast from. So for everybody that stuck with us through here till the end, I just want to say thank you for myself, Matt Leeper, and for my partner to my left, Chris Labart, who does all the beautiful graphics and all the hard work and helps me look good. I appreciate him more than I can really say. We appreciate you guys for staying with us, and you guys have a great night. Again, here from W&J, Cannon Mac is your team champions. Thanks for watching.